to it.
Nice.
And we'll go live straight away. Pretty standard Zagara Rhaegar bands coming out from both sides.
I'll just try that. There you go.
So I guess will you guys want to do this game?
Sorry.
Yeah, we'll do this game. You guys do the next game, and then the third game we'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
Yeah. So already, because this is a best of 3, right? Already there's a 1-0 advantage to Override. If they win this game, does that not mean that they essentially win the seating?
Yes.
Yeah.
They only need to win once and they get third seat.
Indeed.
Trigods needs to win twice to get third seat.
Be interesting to see if they can do it.
Oh, do they want to do it? That's the question.
Yeah.
Would they prefer to verse negative synergy first? Who knows? Maybe they don't care. At the end of the day, right?
You're going to be versing people anyway. You're going to be versing difficult opponents.
You've got to beat everybody anyway to get the maximum amount of money in the trip to Korea, right? What does it matter? But at the same time, it does make it easier or less easier depending on who you want to and who you don't want to verse. I don't know exactly what people do prefer. But what I will say is, if you are in the third seat, you may not have to verse everybody. Whereas if you're in the fourth seat, that's actually, it's the same thing. Never mind, I'm an idiot.
Yeah, third and fourth. In theory, if all grand finals were played, the one from last week were played, coming first, being first seed from both events would mean that you have a potentially easier or historically easier game because you're playing the team that couldn't quite make it to the first seed position. That's all it really means, and it's not really we don't know that because Fresh didn't play the grand final. They had to forfeit the match. So it looks like we've got pretty standard from what we've seen all day. We've got the foul stab, we've got the thrall, override, and then from the micro god side, we've got the Jaina, we've got the Diablo, and we've got the Grey Mane. In pretty standard picks, might be seeing you guys having fun in the ANZ chat.
I'm just loving all these suggestions. It's so good.
Yeah, there's so many good ones.
What? All right. Well, you guys can sort that out. Right? I'll throw it in there. That's the C9 mount.
Cheers, mate.
So you guys can decide it.
Yeah, let's look through this.
Yeah.
Why don't mute our mic? Just
We'll mute our mic whilst you guys run for the draft.
Yeah.
No worries. All right, let's do this.
So it's been pretty standard picks. We're seeing override, ban out Tyrande, so you don't have the Diablo Apocalypse follow up Tyrande stun, or vice versa, or any mix of there and said. Now micro gods, because they picked up the thrall, potentially an Uther ban could come out here, present override from having that sort of support. Bam! Look at that. Uther has been removed, and then go into Malfurion.
Yeah, Malfurion's a safe pick.
Yep.
I don't even know if you really need to pick up a sword at this point. You could probably leave it till last, unless you want Malfurion.
Yeah.
That's the only way I would pick it up, is if you know that you want Malfurion and no other hero.
Well,
Maybe they want to pick up Malfurion and Kalthas, so they don't have any of the AoE potential, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, it's about to say in override. Well, because I've got thrall, they've already made that melee commitment, and so picking up, say, Karazim, for example, that would give you a lot of confusion because you got thrall, Karazim, and then you'd have to have your tank, their last select tank. So that you're not very many melee or too much melee heavy. So picking up Malfurion was probably a good pick at this stage. Micro gods. Hey, Avathar's actually open on the field. I forgot about that.
Oh, yes, it is. And it looks like they will pick it up.
And we've been seeing
they've played a brilliant Lily. Yeah, buddy.
Nah, I think that's just...
buddy.
That's not going to be Lily.
Well, they've taken Falstad away. I mean, Abathur away from... I wouldn't even say that Demise was going to pick it.
I don't think they've removed it from Override because, look, they haven't got a tank. They picked it up themselves to do the clone of Jaina or do the clone of... Oh, Lily has been locked in.
Yeah, buddy, we got a Lily.
Oh, unless they just don't really care about this match.
Oh, what other choice do they have?
I mean, they still had access to Karazim, access to a Morales.
Yeah.
Morales could have been burst down, but the Karazim, I think, would have been a good pick as well. I mean, the blinds against Thrall.
Yeah. Maybe they didn't have a confident Karazim player. Maybe they don't have a Karazim player in their arsenal.
Yeah.
So maybe they went with the comfort of Lily, super easy. And, maybe they thought if I pick Morales, they're just going to zone me out, and we don't really have too much in terms of disengage and peel. The only peeler they really have is Diablo, and I guess Jaina could throw out a couple of slows. But all in all, there's no real person to keep that Morales safe.
Yeah.
But good draft. I like the Lily pick only because Lily is my second preferred support.
Yep.
I don't pick her in Hero League because then people rage. But I wish I could.
Yeah,
Don't you wish you could pick Lily without being judged?
Not at all. It's never been. She's never been on my priorities.
Lies.
Up
Lily
until recently, the only support I played was Rhaegar. No, I'm sorry, other way around. It was Uther. Now it's Rhaegar.
Oh yeah, because Rhaegar's broken.
That's right. And when he gets fixed, they'll go back to Uther.
I'm just gonna pick every hero that's broken.
And
Uther's broken.
It's working for me.
We've decided a winner, boys.
All right.
Decided on a winner. Let's just quickly scroll up to where his comment was. Okay, there we go. You want to read it out?
Yeah, so considering there's been a lot of people that are writing the comments and they've already won stuff, I did like, Ian hasn't won anything today, and he said, wow, cabbage for 50 cents. And then we're so we're like boasting, loving that cabbage.
And it actually is a reference to Fresh, which was never give up.
Yes,
Comic Sans. So
exactly.
I do like the relative context of it.
Whether he was doing that intentionally or not.
Maybe.
No.
But some high elo banter right there.
High elo banter, yeah.
High elo banter.
Maybe he was just looking at your sheeps out the back and he's like, they're pretty hungry. 50 cents.
Maybe he literally was on the Woolworths.com website and he was like, let us for 50 cents.
He's just informing us.
Maybe he was just genuinely telling us, like, oh man, you wouldn't believe how cheap cabbage is at the moment. Like, maybe he was even trying to get that, you know? So who knows?
So
But you've got yourself anyway. So,
send him the code.
Yeah, we're trying to send him it now, so hopefully he gets that.
We'll send it to his inbox now. Make sure you check your inbox as well as your other box.
Yeah, Ian BB Player. That's Ian BB Player. You go, just won yourself a C9 mount, bro. So check your inbox. If you can't see it in your inbox, check your other messages. So that's usually where it hides if you can't find these.
If you are a newbie to the Twitch experience.
Cool. So there we go. I had a quick look at the draft before.
Yeah, very buzzy.
Yeah, a Lily pick. I was a bit blown away by that.
Very strange, I think. Maybe for the blinds? I don't even know. I haven't seen Lily be played in a long time, so it's hard for me to say how effective it will be or won't be.
Has to be a Dragon Lily. All about the DPS. Really going to show up the rest of their team. Who can do the more DPS? And get Jaina and the Greymane players benched and say, you don't know how to play DPS, mate.
But I mean, override, you know,
Water Dragon?
stitches they love, you know.
Yeah.
You reckon they're going to get Water Dragon? Just full on Troll Lily.
I don't think so, because they're versing a KT, so it would be a bit weird if they did. But I mean, if they do, then they've just gone full-blown ham, and I respect them for it.
If they win.
If they win, then...
well,
then
they're already
just
guaranteed a
nuts.
spot in the qualifiers, right? They're already guaranteed a spot. So they could just
bragging
be...
right.
Yeah, well, they could just be looking, look, we're going to try something, see how Lily goes up against the Thrall, because we might find that a lot come in the championship when we do play. Maybe, I don't know, maybe it's a secret hidden strat. I'm not confident for Lily, but hey, usually what I say is completely and utterly countered by the way people play. So, like Cruven says, whatever Disco says, go the opposite, and you'll probably be right.
Yeah, but Cruven also lost 28 shots in less than 30 seconds.
shots fire.
Too soon.
Good stuff. They're not going to hear the end of that.
Yeah, they won't, unfortunately. Hey, sorry, we just dropped out of the vid call. They're not.
That's all right.
Skype just saying we've reached our 4-hour cap. Yeah, cheers, Skype.
Yeah,
did that before as well.
Yeah, cheers, Skype.
Putting a cap on enjoyment. Unbelievable.
That's it. Shocking.
Who gave them permission to do that?
Alrighty, guys, have fun with the cast.
Yeah,
we
will
will.
do.
And here we are
Right.
into the grand finals of today's event. We have Override sitting here on the left-hand side of the map. In blue, we have KVA as the Great Father Stitches. We've got John sitting here on the Elemental Thrall. We've got Demise on Felstad. We've got Aluminium playing on Malfurion, and Shy as the Fire-wielding Mage Kelthus.
And on the red side, we have Micro Gods. They were too busy playing StarCraft and forgot to macro, so they decided to come over here to Heroes of the Storm with their micro skills. We have Tuka on the Diablo, Godzilla on that Jaina, Physics on the Avatar, trying to do a little bit of a bait there. Vikarak on the Greymane, and this Godzilla on his C9 Maelstrom mount that he possibly could have got from this giveaway, but I doubt it. And yeah, so he's on Jaina, I should say.
Right.
KVA going for cheeky hook there. He really wants to be cheeky about this, going down into that easy camp. Sorry, siege camp, I should say.
Oh, he's been
and
playing.
throwing out these hooks.
He's been playing a lot of stitches today, being some great hooks off, and he just wants to do it again. It'd be nice actually if he could get that hook on Avatar. That'd be funny if he moved up there and did that.
All right. So top lane, we have John on. Actually, I'll say John has been a fan favorite today. There's been a lot of give John your energy postings, and John for MVP. So Thrall versus the Greymane. Who do you reckon wins that matchup?
I think Thrall, purely from the healing, and that he's got.
Yep.
Yeah, let's say healing will win out for the day.
All right. And just fair warning, Disco, since this could possibly be the very last game of this thing, we are just going to have to go absolute nuts during these team fights. You agree?
Oh, definitely, hands
You
down.
keen? You keen?
I'm
All right,
excited.
going to have an engagement in this bottom lane. KVA roaming around. Jatty, very low HP. Doesn't have that escape on that Lily, running down low, but the minions will be in the way. And Tuka going to run in with the overpowered damage coming out from Godzilla. He's blinded. He's running for his life. There's no way he's there actually going to kill him, but the roots are going to come out. Might be able to turn around onto Tuka. Oh, the hook into the tower rage. Shy trying to get those body blocks on, but taking a lot of damage from Jatty and Godzilla. But he's just going to just relax a little bit. Tone it down, Javier. He's not in any danger. In fact, Jatty is the one in danger. Oh, never mind. Shy actually took a lot more damage than I thought he would. And, oh, Gilly died. What? Did you watch that?
That is definitely a super aggressive play there. That was insane. And so early in the game, not a lot of experience been given. But while this was going on, the Dragon Knight was picked up. But it's the early Dragon Knight. It's not going to do much damage. And the Greymane in the top lane. So there you is the 1v1. Thrall just walks away.
I completely missed it. But still can't believe that Lily actually killed Shy there. I was sitting there for so long. Yeah, he's not going to kill him. No, he's not going to kill him. He's not going to kill him. Avatar jumps on him, kills him. Caster's curse, mate. Caster's curse.
Don't announce something that you don't want to happen. All right, these guys are just pushing so hard in the bottom lane here. We got Override. They're about to take out one tower. The other one's about to be out of ammunition. Makes it such a vulnerable target at the moment down below. They are going to rotate middle, just clean up, try and get a lot more experience. This three-man Soak squad, I should say, is just so well played because it gets the potential for ganks. Plus, it also has a chance of obviously picking up a lot of experience. They've had split now to start picking up the siege mercenaries. Did you see KVA go off to the right there a little bit? I wonder if he had enough vision to spy the siege camps and see if the enemy was doing it or not.
Nah, I didn't. I didn't have the vision on.
Yeah.
He could have. I just didn't. I wouldn't have noticed from because of the vision. Since,
Yeah,
we
he
can
just did a very
automatically
roundabout movement, and if it was to spy if the enemy was doing it or not, it's actually really not so much a clever play, but just a nice little scout. Just a mini scout, see what was going on, and then advance back.
Alright, so in the bottom lane, they actually put it in quite a lot. They got these towers, but Tuka's come down. Godzilla's going to help him try to clear this out. Might be able to do a play here, but in the bottom lane, they might not know that Shy and KVA right there. They're going for a sneaky hook. Can he actually get past? Oh, they're going to kill that wall. That's a bit obvious, mate. You're literally just saying, hey, we have stitches right here. But they're still going to hook in the Lily. Gravity Lab's coming in. Jatty getting taken out. And he had no chance. I kind of thought, you see a Malfurion killing a wall when there's minion waves there and heroes in range. Yeah, maybe,
The signs were there. The signs were there,
Yes.
but Micro just could not pick up on them. And look at that. How did they dodge all those mines?
Yeah.
Everywhere.
actually some pretty good mine placements. They are going to notice a lot of these rotations, which is going to make KVA's job on the stitches a little bit harder. He's actually going to run down. Will he go for another hook? But the mines are going to be in the way. They've spotted him. Do they know it's there, though? That's the question. Is he just going to throw a blind hook?
Well, that's it.
No.
Like, were they paying attention? Are they checking out their map? Is Amster letting them know when the mines are getting blown up? I mean, there's a lot of team communication here that could fail for them and still allow KVA to get some really solid hooks off.
Yeah, so Virak in the top lane to capture that top shrine, but the other team is going to capture the bottom. Will Thrall be able to 1v1 this Greymane? That is the question. He's just going to throw chain lightning over the top. Oh, Vigrat jumping on with the Greymane, trying to kill this John, forces him off there. He's like, nah, this is my shrine, mate. You can let your mates try to fight for the rest of the bottom against our other 4, but this one's mine.
Well, even with the Avatar hat as well and Greymane, it's going to make it a bit hard for Thrall to actually burst through that shield. So we're going to have to see here Micro Gods really do a good job of defending the shrine in the middle. We do see Falstad fly up to the top. Should be a little bit harder there. I don't think Vicarak with the Avatar can really challenge that.
No, not at all. There's no way he can. They're literally playing it out, but level 10 will be in the favor of Override in very soon, actually. KVA is going to pivot around that point once again. They're really afraid of those hooks. They can't stay at the hookout. And Boss going to be there. They got nobody to interrupt this. KVA, go get it, mate. Slam that mine. Slam the mine. Get the minions off of you first, mate. Good job. Good job, mate. Good job. Get that DK.
Following back into your manager days when a KVA was one of your plebs.
Oh yeah, he needs to learn to listen to me more often, I believe.
Alright, so he has got the Dragon Knight, but it's getting hammered pretty hard, taking a lot of damage there, not getting a lot of value just yet. Still got 45 seconds, so we can still see, but looks like the team's kind of mostly ignoring it, just leaving Jaina to deal with it, while the rest of the members rotate up top, except for Avatar soaking in the bottom lane, trying to get to their level 10. They're in a tough spot right now, aren't they? The old Micro. They can't engage into the fight because they're not level 10, but they've got to put a bit of pressure. They've got to be there and be scary.
I was going to say, Abatha is actually soaking the bottom lane, so they will get 10 any second. In fact, they're going to get off this minions. I wouldn't be surprised if Tuka goes for something. Oh, Demise uses the barrel roll. I think he sensed that Tuka was looking for him there. Jati getting punted away by a Caveat. The coin going down in physics. Are they going to go out? The Apocalypse going down. Unstoppable being used on Demise, so he will escape from that. And KVA just like sitting in the middle of everything. And Sundering being used for Jati. Jati will be taken out. Godzilla running in, very low HP. Tried to use that water elemental to her best effect, but it is not going to be enough to actually kill anybody. Tuka running for his life. KVA right behind. He's going to go for the hook. He's minions. Get out of the way, mate. I need to throw a hook. No, minions.
Minions body blocking the way. I mean, now this is the scary thing. This is what my concern was with taking Lili. So obviously Lili has taken the cups and she did use them to try and keep her team alive, but she got no value of them because she was stunned. I mean, I think that's the death-defying thing, or the bad point about Lili is that you can stun her out of her ultimate. Malfurion, once he's popped it, you can't. Once his tranquility is going, it's on, it's ready, it's going to heal them. I think that's going to be a big turning point in this, that each team's got a very similar healer, but the healing out of Malfurion is going to be a little bit better than Lili.
Alright, so level 12, 11, there is a 1-level lead, almost a 2-level lead. In fact, a 2-level lead after they capture these mercenaries and soak a little bit. So they might look for some plays while they do have the talent advantage. But we'll have to see what they decide to do. They're taking their time. Looks like they're going for that double mercenary camp thing again. Shine's just sitting at that middle merc camp, siege camp, whatever you want to call it. And yeah, John's just going to clear out the top. They're going to cap both at the same time. They've been doing this all day, in fact. Whether it's worth it, in fact, Shy decided, you know what, I'm just going to get pushed bottom. This is taking too long. Throw, you're too slow at clearing, mate.
Well, especially since like there's no like there's the action going on the top lane right now, but they didn't really get that much value of it. It's going to be cleaned up pretty fast. Actually, no, they've actually pulled themselves way off. They're trying to fight John. John's a little bit of trouble, but he does get on the wall. Mighty Gust comes from Demise, just in case there was any sneaky follow-up plays.
I think he was safe regardless, but at the same time, I would have popped it. I would not let my
the cooldown is short enough that you can use it like that and know that's going to be ready for the next time you need it, pretty much, unless you instantly re-engage. The shrines have come up now for both top, bottom, and top, and we see each team positioning themselves to take one of those shrines. However, Micro's still got to deal with all those mercenaries in the bottom lane, and this is just going to give yeah, that's just going to give Override a free pass to really rotate top and kill a couple of heroes and possibly get the other shrine.
Or KVA onto Jazzy. You got nowhere to go. Mighty Gust into that corner. Mate, Panda, go back to Pandaria. You are not welcome in the Shire, mate. This is for...
Yeah.
What are they called? Hobbits only. Yeah. I was looking for the word.
But look at that. Like, that's what I said with Falstad. Like, he's fine to waste his ultimate in a situation where he might be useful or might not. Because the cooldown is so small that it was up again when he needed it. Pushed Li into the barricade, basically, into the wall, and she's dead. She's only just resurrected now.
Alright, so Physics really should be pushed down to that bottom lane, top lane, I believe, soaking in as much XP as possible. He is forced to be, actually he digs out to the bottom lane, as I was just saying that, as if he's reading my mind right now. He's somewhere inside this Skype chat. Maya's pushing in half health on this Dragon Knight. Will they be able to make something else play? They have taken out the front gates. They're going to rotate down to this bottom, clear out this minion wave. Demire's going to take a couple of shots from these towers. No, it changes his mind. Yep, I don't care. I'm just going to breathe on it a little bit.
We've only got 15 seconds left on the Dragon Knight, so it's better to go in now and, you know, get some damage done with it and not just let it waste out. Tuka, however, is coming in the back line. Can he do something? Is it going to be a big charge into a throw? Knocks Malfurion. Sundering comes out, protecting him. Demise is a big punt from the Dragon, and we're going to see Greymane go down instead. Not quite what Diablo was hoping to achieve, and now they just have to back out. It looks like Micro Gods could be in a little bit of trouble here. Will this keep go down? Will Override be able to take it? Maybe, maybe not. John has to back out. He could be next to die. Another Mighty Gust coming out from Demise on the Falstad, just protecting John. And they're still engaging on this keep.
Yeah, there's not much they can really do. I mean, Godzilla and Tuka doing their best job as they possibly can, as well as that Abatha on top of the tower, but there's nothing really they can commit to. It was going down. It's just whether they could delay it for as long as possible and prevent them from getting mercenary camps and stuff like that for as long as possible. But eventually it was going to go down. We all knew that.
Yep. Yeah, it was going to happen regardless of what they wanted to do. 3 members alive, 1 Avatar. It's not really good at great defense comp. And Avatar really couldn't push out in his lanes either because all his lanes are pushed in on his side of the map.
Yeah. So Tuka going for this easy camp. KVA just roaming around. He's like, I know you're there, mate. Go for the hook. Nah, you moved out. Smart decision, Tuka. Well played, KVA says. Well played. As he waits for his hook to come off a cooldown and make another play. They do see them in the bottom lane. 4 heroes there, 5 heroes for them. Abatha can clone in at any point, but will they? That is the question. KVA going into the horseshoe, goes for the hook. Nobody there.
Would have been a nice hook, but there was not even anyone close by. No, he couldn't see it, and it was a bit of a hope grab. But Shy taking a mine to the face on any other hero wouldn't be too bad. But Keltis, you know, they hurt particularly hard with Keltis.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. And Abatha going for the dig out. Oh, sorry, never mind. He's going for the ultimate clone onto Godzilla. They're looking for something to play. They're just going to pull 2 green. Apocalypse coming out. Doesn't connect with anybody at all. Sundering being used on nobody. That was a bit weird from John there. I think that must have been a misclick. But KVA running in, trying to get Vikarak off of his backline. Come here, mate. Oh, never mind. I'm just going to go around and kill this Jaina clone. Oh, goes for Godzilla. Godzilla just jukes up in time. And so far, nobody's been killed in this exchange. Meanwhile, you have Vikarak pivoting around the top. Decides he's going to back around. Probably could have collapsed on the
well, interesting
especially since KVA's left and the rest is slowed down by the mines.
Well, it looks like Vikarak's still got his heroic as well, so he possibly could have gone back in and done something. But there is a 2-level difference, so the stats aren't in his favor. Definitely more towards Override at the moment. So it's probably safe to play safe right now. They will possibly be able to... or at least protect the Dragon Knight. They're not going to be able to pick it up right now, but they have capped the top shrine. It gives them a little bit of protection. And what do you think they're going to do here? You think they're going to... they're going to try and wait for the enemy team to rotate up. But I don't think we're going to see that. We're going to see Override start picking up mercenary camps instead, force their hand, force Micro to respond to them as opposed to the other way.
The thing is that Abatha's actually in position to take care of these mercenary camps. Well... as best he can, obviously he can't really do too much other than drop Locust and symbiote them. Yep. But he's actually symbioting other lanes at the moment. KVA going through the middle, Demise flying all the way to Abatha in the back lane, but Abatha had moved. Luckily he had seen that. demise, mate. You're going for sneaky plays. Meanwhile, the rest of them are rotating around from behind. The only person there is KVA, though. They're just going to push him out and run through the bottom lane, but KVA left with nobody there to protect him. And, well, not that he really needs protection. He's supposed to be the one protecting. But, yeah, KVA getting killed.
Yeah, that was
that's one person down.
Unfortunate death. We did see a lot of heroics used, however, to get that kill. Even Lily pops her cups. So I guess she was concerned that the other members of the team were around. But they kind of just sacrificed the Stitches to that play. And, you know, it probably worked pretty well in their favor because they're going to have all their heroics up in a moment. And it's going to be a little bit while before we can see, Micro follow up with something. And by that time, Stitches will be back in. So they really just neutralized that play. It didn't really buy them that much of an advantage.
I was just watching Jatty and Lumen having like a support fight of doom. Not one of them doing any damage to the other. But yeah, both teams capping once again, just swapping shrines. Falstad keeps flying whenever the red team Micro Gods keep rotating around. So let's see if they can make something happen now that they're all grouped together and the rest of them are going in. Jatty first. That's probably not the smart idea. In fact, no, they're not going to be able to jump onto them at all. Jatty going ham. He's like, you know what? I'm just going to walk straight past your gravity laps, Shy, mate. You're going to have to aim that a little bit closer towards me because I'm Lily, mate. I'm a free wanderer.
I'm one of the Storm Stout wandering pandas. Alright, so there's a little bit of break in the action. Neither team engaging each other right now, just choosing to kind of equalize the shrines. We do see Demise go up to the top, however, to cap the top shrine, but bottom shrine is completely open for any team to grab right now. But what are we seeing here from Micro? Poisoning themselves, trying to pick up someone going for the Dragon Knight, or it's actually detrimental for Vikarak. He's actually by himself.
I think they're just chilling, hoping that something's going to happen, but obviously they're playing safe and running through their base rather than straight down the middle. So they've decided, you know what, we need to start moving out. Vikarak, I'm going to clear out this siege camp. And they will get the Dragon Knight out of this. There's nothing that they can do. Somebody has to get to that middle to interrupt, but if they do, they will die. I don't think there's a chance that anyone Shy will get this cap. And they've decided, you know what, these guys are going to get a Dragon Knight. We'll just keep defending it. We've been doing it all game, and we're still in this. Sure, these guys are level 20, where we're level 19, but we can defend this. I know we can. Abathur digs up to the top to get some XP, and he knows that he's safe at this point.
Yeah, pretty simple, pretty easy. I mean,
Alright, Abathur going to Jaina. Will they waste the clone? Yeah, they're just going to back out. They're like, you know what? We've got a minute on this Dragon Knight. We'll just wait for your Jaina clone to finish up, eh?
Yeah, we'll wait for you to waste one of your heroics, and then we'll get back into it right at the end. Luminium's in a little bit of trouble here, but none anymore. The rest of the team does collapse on the enemy, and we do see no one falling just yet. It was just the clone. Apocalypse have gone out. We see the cups come out as well, keeping in members of the team live. We do see Falstad first to fall. Godzilla could possibly be next, but it's actually Malfurion instead. Oh, the tables are turning. It looks so good for Override, but now it's gone messy. It hasn't gone in their favor at all, and it's actually Micro that's possibly going to come out of the top. The Dragon Knight still is in force and Shy, but there's only about 5% left in health. And now we have a full edit.
Vikarak, that's the question.
That's it. Well, I mean, it's Kelthus. He got a lot of great birth, but not by himself. Can he escape? He's doing such a good job so far. Does the flame strike? But no! Bullet to the back of the head. Execution style by Vikarak.
That was actually pretty smart. Vikarak started posturing, like not chasing him, but staying between him and his base, knowing that he was going to bulk with the storm somewhere.
Yeah.
It's just the question of where. So he was positioning himself greatly there. Well played by Vikarak there.
Yep, man. Is that the tilt? There's no way they can push into get a core from this. I mean, that is gonna give Micro so much pressure on this map right now. They're gonna probably not quite push into those keeps. No keeps should get down, but I mean they're gonna put a lot of pressure in that top lane. The middle fortifications may fall possibly from this, just from reinforcements.
Abathur pushed in.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. That top lane on the throw bridge.
And with the Dragon Knight, they didn't get anything. I think they killed a healing fountain. That was it.
It was a waste. It was just a beautiful play. It was a lot of action going on and just really smart playing by Micro. It was just literally just placement. The Apocalypse was great. How Greymane responded and followed up. The clone from Abathur, you could say, was it wasted? Well, you know what? Override killed it. Like, they wasted time killing it, so it worked pretty well, actually.
Both teams actually going to posture around the bottom here, throwing out the hammer there. Does not actually see Tuka. Tuka going to run in. Oh, the root's coming out.
Oh, no.
And the hook straight into the tower. Sorry, mate. Apocalypse coming out, but it will not save you.
Oh, the miss. It was misplayed. It was a complete random act done by Malfurion, and it was a great random act because the hook from KVA just killed Diablo, removed all his souls. Next time he's died, he's not in that situation. He's not going to have such a great return. A little bit early in the game that might have been detrimental, but with Diablo, because of the return, it actually wasn't that bad of a situation, really. It's only a little bit of experience.
Just got to reset, that's all. They're both level 21. In fact, somehow they've caught up in experience and actually had Bolt of the Storm actually being used by Godzilla trying to get that cap, but he does not make it there in time. So John will pick up that Dragon Knight. Jatty rotating around, just like, you know what, I'm Lily, I'm going to punch you in the face. I don't care if you're a big dragon. And Tuka, the flames going so fast since he got kicked away. KVA going for the hook, does not connect. And they're just focusing down Tuka at the moment. I'm not sure exactly why, since he is the big, strong super dude.
I guess while distracted, a lot of damage looks to be going on to the Abysser clone. Does eventually pop a Vicar Axe on a little bit of health, under half health, does it the back on, but the chain pulls him in instead, and that's Greymane down, and they're going to move on. This could possibly be a little bit of a victory push because they still got a big, mean 20-minute Dragon Knight. That hook, that Vicar Axe pull in, that was possibly the death note, the death sentence for our Micro.
Alright, so they're going to get this tower. They don't have minions with them just yet, so they will take quite a lot of shots from the actual Nexus core if they try to push into it. They do have 40 seconds without Greymane. Dragon Knight going down. Apocalypse being used, but the cleanse coming out onto Shy, not stunning him at all. Tuka taking a lot of damage. The Sundering coming out, so much damage. Abathur's so close to this fight, they would have seen him from that chain lightning hitting him just then. They're not even going to aim him down. They're backing out. Jatty, very low HP, somehow survives. No idea how that happened. John going to get taken out. Ooh. KVA, very low HP. Go, Jack, you little panda of doom. And Demise getting picked up by Tuka in the back line.
Oh, wow. This could be so general. They have to get out of here. And KVA hits a mine. Oh, no. That could spell disaster, and it starts dispelling it. It is. We can see KVA taken out now, and Tuka follows up desperately, wanting to get another kill. But we'll have to stop here. We got about 40 seconds before we've got members of Override back into it. How much damage are we going to see right now?
They will get this keep. And Shy might get taken out for it. Does he have Bolt? That is the question. No, he does not. Instantly just destroyed. 23 seconds before the next hero up, and that is Throw. The cup's coming out from Lily. Abathur's dug in there. He's getting those extra scarabs there. They're going to take out this keep, and then they're going to go straight for the core. No. And they will get it. There is nothing. This will go to a game 3, theoretically game 2. Oh yeah, let's do this.
Oh wow. Oh, they are being themselves now, a little bit overconfident with the Dragon Knight, went in a little bit too deep, and they have been made to punish for it. Falstad desperately trying to push him off with the Mighty Gust, but it does not work, and that is, we're going to a 1-all grand final for seeding rights.
So good. How did they turn that around? I don't know.
They can't even call. Lily did an amazing job of keeping Diablo alive. That's what it was. Like I was a bit iffy with that Lily pick. I thought, man, she can get denied her ultimate so many times. But I mean, yeah, I stand away corrected. Like I said, what I say, do the opposite. And Lily was able to keep Diablo in, and I think that's what happened. Too much time spent trying to kill Tuka.
All right, so this is the final game, right?
Yes.
It's going to be played for the entire day. I'm going to give away this thing here. Yeah, there we go. There's the camera. $25 gift card. In this meantime, I'm just going to think of something to come up with.
Man, that was a bit poorly executed by those lads there in the last couple of minutes, don't you think?
They spent too much focus. They focused all their attention onto Diablo, onto Tuka, and Lily managed to keep Diablo alive, and that's where it fell apart for him. I don't know, they should have backed out, or I guess they felt the victory, they felt the hunger, right? And they've qualified. They've already qualified, so they don't have that fear of losing their position.
Yeah.
So they can be a bit more brazen, get balls to the wall kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, the one thing I didn't really like from that was the Snipes one, Diablo, were amazing. They were great, granted, but that he's going to come back. Like, there's no reason to go balls to the wall and try and end it with the Dragonite. They could have grabbed the Dragonite, sure, gone and taken the fort, and then backed off, and maybe even used the Dragonite to get an objective. Like, I mean, it's not optimal, but you don't wipe. Just a thought. It was just I didn't feel like their heart was in that one. Yeah.
I feel like I was going to say, I feel like when they had the Dragonite, they had 2 Dragonites that they didn't get a single keep off of.
No
bottom
value,
keep was already taken out, and they kept going through bottom and just not achieving anything with like 2 sets of Dragonites. And I feel like that's what lost them that game. They had that advantage. They had the Dragonite twice, and they didn't utilize it.
Yeah, I feel like the shot calling wasn't as good as it could have been. I mean, if they're going to go through the bot lane where the keep's already been taken, then you're going for the core. That's your aim. Yeah. And if you're not, then you're going to go and take another keep and just let the minions do the work and keep the enemy team stuck in base all day clearing. So, yeah, two dragons that really didn't achieve too much. And it's going to sound savage, but it seems like Microgods have picked up 2 wins that potentially they didn't actually deserve.
Oh, shots fired, just like the Towers of Doom.
All right.
I've
come up with something, right?
They did play very well. I honestly do feel that Caviar and his team, they really just might have tunnel visioned a wee bit. It really looked like tunnel vision. If you know where I'm going with that, yeah.
I agree with it. There was a lot of damage going on Diablo, and I think that's what early on in the game. I don't think it was. It was all right. Early on in the game, killing Diablo gives you an advantage because it's like a hero kill. But once you're in that later stage of the game, you're not gaining too much because you can get straight back into it, and you're either in the level difference, especially when you hit level 20. Levels don't really mean that much anymore.
Exactly.
So, Kung Fu Hustle, boys. Jetty, the best ANZ Lily you've ever seen, and he really showed that. And
all right.
Well,
hey, so I mean, have they chucked up a draft or anything like that yet? Maybe that's it.
Not just yet. I think we might actually be giving away this final code, which is $25 right.
The way to win this last $25 code is going to be a question that you have to answer, right? And the question will be, what was the name of the first ANZ tournament ever, and what were the 4 teams that competed in it? So 4 teams plus the name of the first tournament.
Nice. It's a hard
$25. It's not a hard question. Just means you've been following the ANZ scene for a while.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, which is a good thing.
4 teams.
Yeah.
I'm just going to wait for that one person from like America or Europe who's just like, I know.
No way.
I've been watching this since day one.
Been following ANZ esports. Yeah, I've been watching them since they were in Alder's backyard with sticks and whatnot.
Alder boys. Love him.
All right, so the draft has come out, and we are seeing Cursed Hollow. So
okay, can I grab a draft link?
Yeah, sure you can.
Chucked it out in there, and as you said, continue.
Yeah, so first map, second map, sorry, gonna be 1-1. Of course, this game is the final game of the day. The map being Cursed Hollow, and Microgods getting the first ban, being Abatha. Of course, we've been talking about it today. Abatha being played by a couple of faces that we know and love. Override responding to that ban, and they say, you know what, we're not going to give you Rhaegar. Might be looking to pick out Uther, first pick for Microgods, very strong pick, or maybe picking out a mage. Maybe this is what Override wants. So see what they pick up there. Looks like they're locking in Jaina. What is Override's response going to be?
Oh, it could go so many different ways here. They could pick up Kelfast before that gets taken away. They could just say, we want Zagara. We don't want to let you guys have that. It's so annoying on this map with all the tumors for the vision and for the bugs that can go all over the place to deny the captures of those tributes.
Oh, Blue Aura gets it.
Who do we have?
Blue Aura.
5 hype boys.
Yeah,
Let's go.
Hype.
Actually, no. Blue Aura does not get it because that is not the name of one of the teams. It was not Peanut.
I'm trying to rack my mind as to who it was too.
They began with a T. R.I.P.
I remember now. Of course. How can I forget, boys? How can I forget?
Oh, I know.
No,
you're talking
I
about
know,
as well.
I know,
Yeah.
I know.
Nobody's answered it yet.
Yeah,
Nobody's gave the correct answer. They're going to see this in a minute. They're like, oh, Blue Aura's already won. But,
so good. Kings of
Daisy's onto it. Daisy's onto it. Daisy's onto it.
Oh,
Blue's technically
This is
giving
some
the
big nostalgia right here.
Daisy
got it.
There I am. I'm winning.
What a sly one.
Stolen.
She is the winner, though, right?
Stolen. But whilst that's all going on, Override pick up Fausted. They take Frau. John, they just say, hey, John, you can play Frau pretty well, mate. So why don't we give that to you once again? Microgods goes, sweet, you didn't capitalize on Zagara. We'll be sure to pick it up, and we'll take Diablo for good faith for the Wombo combo.
Indeed. I'm pretty certain we'll be seeing it around. I mean, we've seen how effective she is just on the specific map. And, I mean, obviously, very, very, very good pick. Do you think we'll see an Uther? It hasn't been banned out yet. Maybe the Override side will ban out Uther, and maybe they have done it before. So, could be interesting to see their approach in terms of how they're going to handle this in the banning phase.
Yeah, Override. We've got 25 seconds left in their pool as to who they want to take out. And Microgod's pretty happy with who they picked up so far. They've got their core crux to how they want things to pan out. And, well, Override decide we don't want to let you guys have Valor. Interesting. I feel that Microgods, well, they need to pick up a support. It's whether or not they're happy with the solo tank Diablo. We've seen a lot of solo tanking Diablo today, but you know, usually we see a Sylvanas going behind for the combo as well.
Yeah, I'm just very curious to see as to what Microgods are going to ban out. They do have their 3 picks already, so what are they thinking here? What's their game plan? Like, how are they wanting to take this away, or maybe they're just keen to have some fun? You know, you never really know. This, of course, as we were saying before, is the last game of the day, and the last giveaway has been given away. So, well, yeah. I mean, oh, here we go. The second ban.
Well,
They're banning out the mage.
It's either Kelfast or it's Uther. I mean,
yeah,
it's one or the other. And they feel as if Kelfast is the higher priority. And, yeah, now Override in a bit of a situation as to who they want to round out this comp with.
Thrall, obviously, a very strong character, and we've been seeing Falstad being picked up by Override in pretty much every single game. Pretty much every game today we've seen a Falstad. I mean, how can you pass it up, really? So Uth is being picked up by Override. Not really any surprises there. They want to keep that support option away from Microgods, and Greymane is going to be the 4th pick.
Greymane and a Frau on the same team together.
Yeah,
Abathur has been taken away, but they do need a tank. And, well, the Uther has been picked up. It was going to be either one, I feel. It was either KT or Uther that would have been taken, and they pick up the remnants of that one. Microgods looking for the last 2 picks in their comp. I would favour another tank of some sort to really sort of slow down the aggression from the Frau and Greymane.
Malfurion, obviously a very, very strong healer, and that Innovate's going to help a whole lot. In terms of team fights, might actually open up option for Zagara not to take the regen, you know, so it might be quite nice for him going for the creep spread or something like that. Always got on Cursed Hollow to have that vision, have that mobility as well, especially when you're going up against heroes that can really blow you up so quickly. Lost Vikings!
This is the second time they've done it, isn't it?
This is the second time they've done it, and I mean, they must be keen on a hype game because that's where this is going. Lost Vikings. I always get a bit nervous when I see Lost Vikings because you just never know how the game's going to go. They either go really one-sided or
this
what.
This is a trouble question with the Lost Vikings. Have we actually seen the Lost Vikings win in both qualifier rounds yet?
No, we haven't.
Well, they won before on what is it? What is the game we played before? Tales of Doom.
No, they were on the opposite side, weren't they?
Yeah,
the first game they were. In the second round,
they did.
Was that not Microgods? Am I losing my marbles, boys? We're 9 hours into this one. My head is munted.
So
all games have blurred. We've just had a game with 50 heroes versus 50 heroes. One massive game for 9 hours.
Yeah, it's just been a big, Warsong Gulch scrim there.
And whatever pick would it be? It's Override, it's Stitches, it's KVA. There is no analysis needed to provide explanation. It's just lock it in. It's available.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to be jumping into that. I mean, let's talk about this. What do you reckon? Override or Microgod? Who won the draft?
Override has such a beefy, or not so much a beefy, but such an aggressive comp. They're looking to pick off targets one by one. But it's whether or not the pick potential from Stitches is on point.
I do like the Stitches as well. I mean, KVA has been proving all day today why he plays Stitches and how good he is at it. It'll be very interesting to see if they lose this one. I've been, obviously I've been rooting for Override. They are my boys. KVA is a good friend of mine. But, there comes a time when you have to say to your friend, you know what, I can't help you here. And you may actually lose. So, I mean, I'll be very gutted for him if he does. But they've already got Override, they're already in the position. Same with Micro Gods. So, they're not feeling the same amount of pressure as Disco was pointing out before. But certainly a bit of bragging rights. It's always important in ANZ. You've got your bragging rights. You've got your big boy Bants pants on. And
it's going to be a case, really, of who can split push better or who can soak the more XP. Because to say Vikings up against the Fausted is the battle of the global XP camps.
Exactly.
Or champs, if you will. And I'm not really too sure what comp I favour.
Jim Jam HS. KVA Stitches? Who would have guessed? Indeed. Very, very funny. But yeah, they've pretty much been running the same comp every game, really. We've seen Greymane come out every game, Stitches come out every game, and the Felstead come out every game. Obviously, you can't really digress too much further than the other two characters.
It's so hard with the bans, though. Like, if you want to get rid of Greymane, if you want to get rid of Stitches, you want to get Felstead, let them take Kelthus? Let them take Rhaegar, let them take their avatar if they want. Like, there's so much they could take. I mean, the only one that might be detrimental is maybe the Stitches with the hooking. But you're not really leaving them in that much of a bad situation. You're denying a respect ban for what? So they can just play a normal composition or a more standard and still thrash you? It's like, it's a tough ban spot to be in.
Would tend to agree there. But, I mean, the Maida, I feel, was... It's quite closed at the moment. People feel a bit keen to dabble a wee bit in and out of it. But especially with the patch updates being so soon, like we're saying before the game's even started today, a lot of people actually feel comfortable going for their niche picks, what they know. So it can explain as to why we are seeing same team comps coming up and that sort of thing. But that's something to look forward to when the
I'm just going to call it right now. I feel as if Override, with this double sort of big assassin pick of Thrall and Greymane, they have so much potential just to kill literally any target that gets hooked. So it doesn't matter if it's Diablo, it doesn't matter if it's Malfurion. So I want to see them really bring the game to them. It is Cursed, it's a huge map, so rotations are going to be far and few between. They're going to have to be really on the money with their shot call in this game, but I just want to see them just leap at a target and just disintegrate somebody.
Something in relevance to that as well. I want to see Micro Gods really just controlling that XP, really controlling the map and getting that advantage that they were trying to get the first game with the XP lead with the Vikings. They didn't quite achieve it. They were like half a step ahead, but KVA and his crew, they were just holding on by the chain, just pulling themselves back into the game, and then eventually, bam, they got them. So we're just gonna have to wait and see if they can pull off the Lost Viking strat this time, and see if they can get to the level 20, snuff them out before they can get level 20, and that's what's going to be most beneficial for them. So yeah.
Alrighty, guys, here we go. The final game of Qualifier number 2 this weekend has been an absolute blast, and these guys have already secured themselves a spot in the Qualifying Championship on the 28th. And basically, this one here is to decide who gets first seed, who gets second seed. It's one apiece now in the best of 3 series. And we're going to kick things off with the blue side. It is KVA playing his infamous Stitches. It's John on Thrall. Demise is playing Greymane. Luminum is on Uther. And Shy finishes things off on Fausted.
And on the right-hand side, we have none other than JT playing Malfurion, Viscerak playing Zagara, Tuka playing Diablo, Godzilla on Jaina, and Physics as he was playing before, and he did such a great job, the Lost Vikings. And this is the final game of today, ladies and gentlemen. Who is going to be the winner? 1-1 to both teams, and this is only for the seating, but all these teams are going to be going through, so who is it going to be?
Look at this, they're already hiding in the bush as a 4-man unit. Stitch is there in the wings, he's looking, he spots them already, he does decide to retreat, and not as much damage as they would have liked to. They did call the bluff, they already have 3 members in the bot hand side of the map ready to react, and not much is going to happen off that siege there. But Greymane, well, he's hanging in the bush. He spots Olaf. He's gone in. Physics actually hasn't responded yet, and they're having a bit of a boring 1v1. He's going to melee him to death with his sword. He does go for the pounce, but the Viking doesn't die.
Yeah, very unfortunate. KVA and his crew just sitting at the bottom lane trying to fend off this push. It's very, very aggressive. And we do see Ninja just sitting at the mid there. I mean, the pushing power
Ninja,
is
he's
so
not even
real.
in this game, but it is actually Shy.
Shy. So I always see Felstead. I just associate it with Ninja. Not sure as to why I do that, but yeah, Shy. Very sorry about that, lads. Shy in the mid lane with Felstead, just by himself. And I mean, here comes the rest of the team. He has very good map awareness, though. Manages to move away from the danger there. The damage they are applying on these structures in the early game. This is really what we need to see them be doing. Moving with the pressure that they have and applying the pressure. But look, Physics getting taken a bit of damage at the bottom lane. Does he go down? No, unfortunately not. Very low. Big hook coming out onto Viscera. He's going solo.
Zagara, see you later. Not much you can do, my friend. And Demise has rotated all the way from the top lane. He's pushed it out, come down. A wee bit too late, but he does show his presence and decides that no more skirmishes are going to take place.
Yeah, indeed. Well, you were saying before, Skimmy, just the power of their burst, and that was made so apparent just then, wasn't it? So they blew up that Zagara, and she was not going anywhere, especially at this early stage in the game. Here comes John, though. Well, took her and stuff, I should say. He's kind of getting a bit of a bait. I think Physics is playing this really, really nicely, but you know what? They are playing it pretty nicely too. Very, very patient. They're waiting for Physics. Here comes Physics. He's baiting out, and they're going to fall for it. Oh, it's already dropping.
They actually already retreated. The root's going to come out, but Diablo had already decided to go away.
They didn't even think it was there.
I almost feel that they could have got the kill. Physics seemed to have it set in his mind that Frau was there, but the comms just weren't there as a result. They do actually go back for John anyway. The root doesn't actually connect, and it does finally go through. Shy made his presence known. He does fly on down. And that's fantastic timing for them. 10 seconds for this first tribute in the bottom-hand side of the map.
Yeah, real interesting how they went down, actually. I didn't actually think, they were going to live through that. And
great chat banter going on. And here goes Limitum. He's gone by. He spots 2 members in the bush. Soon to be 4, soon to be 5. And Ufra, well, praise the light. You are dead, my friend.
Yeah,
and he's going to run in that holy form, try and topping up the members, but mainly being used as a ward.
Yeah, very unfortunate, but a hook may come out. Oh, just missing there. KVA going for that Viscerac or Vicarak. Always trying to figure out how to pronounce that name. But here they come. They are moving up towards the boss. A bit of a little disadvantage, though.
This is a bit of a choke spot for them. Demise, the next casualty. Look how aggressive they're playing. They're sitting and they're waiting and they know what these guys are up to. They've obviously scrimmed each other countless amounts of times. So they've really got their card in check. And now they're going through to the mid lane. And they're going to pick up another few towers for free.
Yeah, I mean, the XP lead is certainly real. They should be a bit worried here, KVA and his friends. This is exactly the situation you don't want to be in. And John is now sitting up the top. He's trying to do a bit of counter-pushing, which is working out pretty nicely for them, actually. And here comes Tucker and the lads trying to push him out of the lane. They do so successfully. But the damage Vicarak is pumping out into those towers, the siege damage he's doing. If we could bring up the stats there just real quick, Skimmy. I mean, he is certainly pumping that damage out. And if we just look at the stats there, oh, just an amazing damage coming out there.
Oh, wow, look at this. 4 minutes into the game, and they're actually going to start the boss. Doesn't look as if Override have clocked onto this whatsoever, and such an early boss call. And I really hope this isn't going to be a boss throw, but it surely isn't, because no one has seemed to clock onto the fact that they are there.
Yeah.
Tribute has come, and that it's 3 members of Override quite comfortably sitting here thinking, well, we can get this for free. Where the hell is everybody else?
Yeah, I do think they don't think it. Oh, actually, they are opting to take the boss as well. So they know that they actually might be giving it up. They did see the boss just tick off now. So this is actually quite a good play. They are knowing that they are going to be sitting at the top lane. It's just a question of how well Thrall can handle that boss at the top lane. And they are taking quite a considerable amount of time to take this down. I do not think, however, the red team is in such a good position to handle that as well. So hopefully that does a lot of damage for them. John sitting up there by himself, very, very brave indeed. Are they going to get a pick on Physics down here? It does look like that is what they're going for, and they do get it. Demise and Shy taking him out together. John by himself needs to be very careful. He could go down here if Tucker decides to just go in, and that boss is doing damage, friends.
Microgods have been doing such a great job here. If you've noticed, they started off in the bot lane, clocked 2 towers. They went straight to mid, took those towers out. They've now gone to the top-hand side, and with the boss, cleared that as well. And that's why you can see nearly a 1.5 level lead, 1 3/4 lead, and that just allows the Vikings just to sit there, soak, and be pretty free.
Yeah, exactly. They're doing a very good job, and this is probably the best we've seen them perform up against the respective players of KVA and stuff. They've really got that lead, and the Vikings are really paying off for them. Very good map for it, indeed. And the second tribute now spawning. I can imagine that both teams are going to go heavy on this one. I don't think they'd want to give us up, because being on 2, yeah, but if we look at the levels as well, it is 8 to 10. No level 10 for blue team, so maybe they will give this up. Very, very risky, of course, versing them without ultimates. So maybe best that they just give this one up and just try and get level 10 as fast as they possibly can, because they do not have a lot of time to mess around. Shy now getting jumped on in the mid lane. Tuka doing a big stun, but unfortunately can't quite get him. Ultimate's being popped by Godzilla. He might actually go down. Shy is getting a lot of damage pumped out to him, and unfortunately he cannot live through that, and that is just how the cookie crumbles there.
I thought as if he was going to go towards that tribute spawn and just barrel roll over and say, catch him if you can, because you can't. But it must have been on cooldown. He knew his death was imminent. I mean, and just auto-attacked until it did.
This XP lead, Skimmy, though. It's very scary for them at the moment. I'm not sure how they're really going to handle this. Physics is doing such a great job at soaking their XP, and they still aren't level 10. The fourth, is now going to be spawning, and this is going to be for the first collection of the collective tribute. So I think this is actually going to the red team, the micro machines, micro gods, micro men, whatever you want to call them. They are certainly going to be fighting
Here
over
we
this.
go. Level 10 has now finally been acquired by the boys from Override, and they've got there just in the nick of time to deny anything from happening. They would have had the Mighty Gust to being popped as well if necessary. The Vikings now are coming through from bot and mid. They do have the Viking boat. The boat is going to be coming out, and there goes the APOC. There goes the Maw onto two crucial targets. Does overlap with the APOC. So much damage coming across. There goes the Viking boat doing so much. Mighty Gust blowing Diablo into Luminum. Luminum stuns him and runs for his life. Demise on absolutely no health whatsoever.
Oh,
a Divine Shield comes out. Is it enough to heal as well? Took a
Demise, get
and
away.
That was absolutely huge. I almost felt as if they had lost that one, but I see the score screen there. 4 members dropped. Vikings running away.
Yeah, 4 members dropped, certainly very fast. I didn't actually think they had the damage in them to pump that out so fast, and with the level disadvantage, which wasn't too huge considering they were level 10, I was feeling a bit scared for them there, but they did very well. Falstad, of course, with that nice ultimate, pushing away the Diablo, threatening no longer threatening the backline of KVA and his team, and of course they can just blow up targets like JT and all that so quickly. So something to be aware of. It does look like more pretty standard talents being picked up there. Nothing really too out of the ordinary here for both teams. And it looks like they're just going to get these hard camps and easy camps respectively on each side now. And this XP gap is actually closed a wee bit, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's closed substantially, and that's what happens when you win a convincing fight. You can pick up a lot of objectives as a result. Push keeps, push towers. Possibly not keeps at this stage, but push forts, I should say.
Forts,
And, I mean, if you look at the damage, it's pretty standard across the board. 9k or 10k nearly coming out from both Falstad and Thrall. And this one here is the deciding one. 2 tributes apiece. They're looking to go for this one here, and they've already got the hook chucked out. The route is denied anybody from passing through that pot. And Demise is completely caught in this section here. He's got the water elemental beating on away on him, and he's got Jaina. He almost knows he's dead. Why are you there, my friend? That's not the best place for you to be standing, especially when you're such a risky target. The Divine Shield coming out straight away off that APOC, who only caught Shy, and they're going to back away, rightfully so, to pick up a free curse.
Yeah, that is going to be a free curse. I definitely would have to agree with you there, Skimmy. He was in a very bad position, being Greymane, obviously. There's just not a lot he could do in the position that he was in. So I really do feel like that may have been a tiny bit of a misplay. But what can you do? Move on. That's the best thing you can do. And we did see that they didn't have their level 13 talents. So maybe a better thing would have been to delay. The hook did miss as well. And we've been talking all day. If that hook does miss, a lot of their power does actually dissipate. So, maybe it might not have been the best idea. But Demise, he's back. He's keen to make a name for himself. He's keen to defend. He does not want to lose this. And the level 13 talents now have been picked up for KVA and friends.
Yeah, so the kind of comp they're running, they really need to all be on the same page and just all burst up one target right on top of each other together. They have done a very strong push in the bot lane. The hook goes straight into Tuka. They don't have any follow-up because the route has gone out. There goes the pounce. Go for the throat. Go for the kill. They take out one. They've gone onto Diablo. They're looking for Jetty now. Another one, says DJ Kelly, as they chase on through. Shy flying on in. There goes the ice block. Only delaying the inevitable right now. And this is certain death. 2 members have dropped. Vikings, meanwhile, pushing mid, pushing top. Being such a damn nuisance. And that's what Vikings are renowned for. But there we go. Godzilla's already made the call. Let's go towards boss. We've had 2 members drop. There's no way they're going to get to this in time. Let's pick up this objective and just keep applying the map pressure. Yeah,
let's see if they can actually get it, though. Godzilla and Vikarak obviously not the best targets to be going for this. They're going to be taking a lot of damage, and KVA and his crew here, they haven't really caught on to that. So they're going to go down to their own boss. Possibly they do know, but they are going to be able to take this a whole lot faster now, and they are trying to keep this XP lead at a minimal, and rightfully so. It can really, really end them if they let it get out of hand. And this is, in fact, just to remind you guys, this is the last game of today. They do not want to lose this. This is bragging rights. And of course, you know, KVA, Shy and all those lads, they certainly love to brag, don't they, Skinny?
Oh, this is huge bragging rights. It doesn't matter if you've already qualified. It's all about saying, I'm better than you because I came first and you're the second loser.
Yeah, exactly.
Or the first loser, however you want to describe it. But I mean, at the end of the day, bragging rights are so important for these guys, and bosses have been picked up respectively, both in the top side, both in the bottom side too. And here come the red side. They're coming through a 5-man unit strong, and they've got Knights pushing mid too, and they're looking to pick up their very first keep of the game.
Indeed, and the boss is coming in strong. This could actually spell a bit of danger for KVA and his friends. A big cleanse coming out there, very nice and quickly, prompt from the aluminum there. A very, very good Uther, so on key. But KVA going to get stunned again, a bit of a dangerous situation to be in. You never want to get stunned by the boss, but they are taking it out nice and quickly. It does look like the red team is going to disperse there. Very, very smart decision. You don't want to be sticking around. And their boss is still going hard in the bottom lane, so very, very nice. Yeah,
so the keep didn't drop in the end. It did get put to half. The boss on the bot side does end up getting taken out by the towers, so PvE, OP, and Blizzard really doing the best job for them right there as they do come through the mid lane to clear that one out. And 16 has been acquired. The fishing hook, the huge range on that hook. This is what KVA is renowned for. This is what he's been doing all day long. He's going fishing, boys.
And like, look at him now. He's already keen. He's already scoping it out. He's keen on a hook. Here it comes. Oh, very unfortunate. Does wants to get those hooks, but unfortunately, you know, those invulnerable bloody Vikings there, they can be such a pain. But it does look like the second lot, I guess, of possible tributes could actually come out here for the blue team.
Yeah,
and they are
in the position already. They can pick up this curse quite comfortably. It's spawned now. They need to position themselves to deny it. And Demise is picking up. This could be so dangerous for Demise. They've gone for the flip into the Shadow Charge or straight into the APOP. The damage. And there goes the Divine Shield. Wonderfully timed out to deny anything more happening. The Viking boat is being popped, but it's a little bit too late because he's already dropped so much health. And they're chasing on. No deaths of yet. But they're still charging. Demise is going to be definitely caught. Hit the Maw! He Shadow Charges 2 members into the Maw. The Entangling Roots has already popped on stack. Damage going out. 2 members are already going towards this Jaina, who did get hooked in, but the rest of the team are swiftly coming around the back end to back them up. Holy damn, what is going on? 237 viewers at the same time. Thank you for joining us.
244.
Let's go, boys.
And everyone's getting amped about this. They want to see the winner, and both teams want to win so badly. What are they going to do? John now setting up. He's keen and he's waiting for his friends to return. 18 seconds on the clock, though, before that is even possible. And here comes a big hook. And are they going to be able to take out Physics, one of the Vikings? No, it does. Oh, big burst, but not enough, I'm afraid. JT sitting, patiently waiting with that cleanse. Very, very prompt response. And the tribute is actually going to be picked up by the Micro Gods.
Yeah, the tribute, the whole time still waiting to be capped. That would have been a great addition to what they needed to really get themselves back into the game here. But a wonderful fight, especially that Maw. So clutch. Catching 2 members, and they just really blew it up as a result of that. So they're going to back away now. They're going to go pick up the Mercs. They're going to try and regain themselves, get those cooldowns back, and look for another engage. There's no denying that KVA can pick off big hooks and lead his team to victory here, and it's just going to be a case of the right moments. He's picked off a few Vikings, but those aren't the targets you want. Yeah. And whilst we have this interval, let's have a quick look at how the DPS is shaping. 23k coming out of Greymane there.
Yeah, certainly the big damage dealer on the blue side, but that may change any time. But it looks like they're actually converging towards the bot lane. The next tribute is now going to spawn. And massive hook onto Physics. He is going to be going down, losing one of his clones. Indeed, that's going to be a bit detrimental, but not the worst thing that could have happened. Demise and the rest are walking up now, trying to make some sort of zephyr. Oh, but Vikarak, you're in a bit of a dangerous situation. You should probably get out of there, taking a bit of damage, and here comes stuff around the back.
The combo, the Mighty Gus completely denies anything. 3-man more. What is going on, Starving? The Roots, is it coming out? The Roots is coming out, and they're all so low. That's 1, that's 2. Divine Shield's already gone on towards the Worgen. That is Demise. He can't actually pick up Jetty Ice Blocks. Oh my god, I'm losing my voice right now, and the Viking boat has been popped. 2 members dead, Ufa and Greymane, and they're looking for more. They're chasing in now. Vikarak tanking that keep. And Starving, just carry on, mate. I'm absolutely lost. Wow.
This is just getting ridiculous. I mean, we were talking about this before it even started. As soon as, big hook onto Vikarak to interrupt me there, but no, he is stuck on that tower. It does get saved by an immovable object there. And but I was going to say there, it's so scary. As soon as it hits level 20 and both teams level 20, the advantage definitely falls short for the Lost Vikings and their team. So it's going to be interesting to see if they can hold on to this pressure that they've really been applying the whole game. It's been massive team fights, and their synergy is really showing to be so strong in this last game. They really want this win, Skimmy.
This next one, Starving, I tell you, this is going to be the defining moment of this game. 2 apiece on the tributes. This is going to be the curse that really gets a big push off. And here we go, Microgods in their favorite favourite place on this map, off to the boss camp. They're picking this one up. It's already been dropped to half, and in correct fashion, the boys over from Override have gone for theirs too.
Yeah, Override certainly want to be picking up these bosses, and it's pretty like a mirror, and all these boss pickups. They've just been seeing that they're picking them up and like, you know what, we need to do that too. So, oh, the tribute, look at that. Oh, that location is so unfortunate. What are they going to do here? I don't think they can actually go up. That is just way too risky, but wow, that RNG, not so good at all. They're going to have to blow up that boss as soon as they possibly can, and level 20 hasn't even been picked up yet by them, so oh my, they must be feeling the strain here.
Here we go, Matthewins coming the court. Oh, they're going to catch them. 4 members already pushing out super aggressive. The barrel, great. Exactly what needed to happen there. They can't afford to have anyone lose right now. This boss is going to go straight towards the core, and they may just, as the kamikaze go for this game. Look, the Sundering goes out. The Mighty Cuz 2, the more only onto Frol, and they're looking to do damage. The core has already been taking damage. The shield is getting burst. The Tranker's gone out. That's one target shot. Frol taken out straight away. Demise super low. They're beating on towards the core now, Starving. 50%. This is GG 2-1. Wow.
Oh my lord, GG. And they actually brought it back. So back from a 1-0 lead, they do take it. The Micro Gods coming in, I guess you would say, first of today. And wow.
I guess they just wanted
what an amazing game.
They must have wanted it more.
They wanted it more, and they got it.
Damn.
I can't believe they got it really.
Well,